Hey guys, Clash of the Kings tournament, game one, or round one, game one of the Gigi, Asha, and Shub. This is definitely going to be interesting. We've got a classic matchup, Portugal and Spain. The
Yeah,
rules and the map are the same, so
it's
yeah,
gonna
this is definitely going to be awesome.
it's gonna be interesting. Portugal and Spain is pretty much the same exact army. You know, they've
Yeah,
got the same amount of potential, same amount of units,
just
but
different colors.
pretty
Yeah,
much,
so
pretty
yeah,
much.
it's definitely going to be the classic matchup. It's pretty much a mirrored army, so we'll see who we'll see what builds they bring. It's going to be awesome. I
Yeah,
can't wait. It's definitely a good rivalry.
yeah. Two great players. You see them a lot in the community, so it's gonna be pretty fun. So I guess we'll see you guys on the battlefield.
Yep. So here we are on the battlefield. We've got Gigi Dasha and Shub 57. It's definitely going to be interesting.
Go ahead and move my
And
unit here all the way in the back, so it doesn't affect any of the morale or anything like that.
got some good sportsmanship by Shub 57. Gonna kind of check out his armies here. Let's see. We've got very solid build, of course, from Spain. Of course, bringing the Pavi's crossbowmen, armored. It's definitely we're gonna see. I guess I was right about that. We're definitely gonna see a lot of these type of builds. Heavy armored Pavi's crossbowmen, conquistadors. Interesting. This guy, he actually brought Pike militia. This is gonna be awesome to watch these guys fight. A
Yes.
lot of chivalric knights, gendarmes. Yeah, the whole 9 yards. So this is looking good.
So it looks like Portugal has brought 3 units of Pavi's crossbowmen here. And then he's got some pikemen here. He's got 2 units of pikemen. No,
Oh, okay. Wow, interesting. So we're gonna have Pike v Pike here. Both of them decided to
two
bring it.
units, yeah. And then he's got, conquistadors, of course. And
Yeah,
heavy infantry. Wow, he's got a lot of conquistadors. It looks like
yeah.
he has
Not
2. Go ahead.
not so, no. So not so many on this. He only brought 3 units of conquistadors, and none of them have armor upgrades. So this is interesting.
Well,
I would have, definitely bringing Spain or Portugal. I'd say definitely go with a lot of conquistadors, just considering how long they stay in the fight.
yeah,
But he brought them anyways. So
one of the best infantry units there.
oh, easily.
And then he's got some feudal knights. He actually only has 1, 2, 3, 4 units of conquistadors, and then it looks like he has like 4 units of feudal knights.
Okay, yeah, this is similar play over here. He's got chivalric knights and feudal knights, or not feudal knights, conquistadors.
Yes, and he has
But
pretty
yeah,
much.
both of them bringing pikes. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting how they play. How they use those pikes. He also has some cav here. I think it's mostly all conquistadors. Yeah, all his cav
Yeah,
is conquistadors except for his general unit.
this guy seems like he brought nothing but mounted chivalric knights, um, one gendarmerie, and one general's bodyguard. But he, solid build for cav as well.
Yeah.
But once again, it's just hard to beat those conquistadors. But it does save you some money going for the other units. So
Definitely. Money management and unit selection is very important. What do you go with? You go with less units but
yeah,
better quality. It looks like he's got to take a phone call.
take a phone call.
That sucks. But all right, here we go.
Well, so here we are. It's interesting deployment. They're kind of skewed here.
Yeah.
This is pretty weird. But yeah, I think he didn't know he was Spain. Who he didn't know that he was straight across from Portugal. I guess for some reason, so he kind of deployed at an angle. But now he's kind of looks like he's retreating here and resetting his lines. Not retreating, but falling back and resetting his lines.
And the archers are moving up. So it looks
Portugal
like
for the. Mm-hmm. Go on.
it looks like Shub here playing as Spain has a bit of an archery advantage, just basically by outnumbering him.
Yeah, definitely. But that is not stopping Gigi Dasha here from moving up.
No, and it looks like he's moving up his cav already. All right, he does have 6 cav. moving up his whole army here.
Those heavy conquistadors, those are just brutal cav.
Yeah, dismounted
Very intimidating.
conquistadors.
Do not want to square off with them.
No, definitely not. I definitely believe we're gonna see a lot of. What? Come on, Shub. Come on, Shub.
He's bad.
Shub.
Bit of interesting play here by Shub.
Yeah.
He's doing the alt-tab tactic.
Yeah. That's quite interesting indeed.
Looks like we've got some pike militia mixed in with his knights here.
Yeah, he does have one unit of pike militia here. Are you talking for Spain?
I'm talking about Spain. Yeah, he brought 3, so he brought more pikes.
Oh, right here.
Always like to see pikes. More of those guys. They're just fun to watch.
Yeah, you don't see them too often.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're going to see a lot of Spain and Portugal because they do have really good late period armies.
Yeah, definitely. Spain, Portugal, France, England,
yeah.
All those, they're just can't beat them.
Right. Still no engagement here.
Trying to get proper positioning. But interesting, we've got, Portugal mixing his cav up, putting them actually in front of his dismounted conquistadors, mixed in with his pikes.
Right, it's going to be interesting what he does here. It looks like Spain has his calves split up in 2 wings.
Yep, going for the same sort of play as the last game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen this before. I've seen people mixing their pikes with their infantry where they make this like unpassable
kind of defensive
wall.
Yeah, exactly. It works.
It is.
But at the same time, you're very open for a rear charge, and if you do, it's going to hurt bad.
Right. So I think it's really crucial to win this cav battle, and I think Portugal has a bit of a cav advantage here.
I definitely say he has a cav advantage. Those mounted conquistadors are tough.
Yeah.
Mounted, dismounted, they love to fight.
Yes, both great. On the horse or off the horse.
Got some swords mid-militia. I like this from Portugal. It's fun to see the different units you don't expect to see.
Right. It's fun to see very diverse, armies.
Armies, yeah, for sure. No one wants to see just like one unit per type. It's pretty boring. But it looks like Spain is loading up some crossbow bolts here. He's about to take fire on Portugal.
As well as Portugal. It looks like they were just inching up until they were in range.
First shots have been fired. Bolts are flying right at Portugal here. And those take a long time to travel. Some incredible distance by the crossbowmen here. And it's a 1% each.
Yeah, it's extremely close here. And
looks like we've got a play here by Spain moving up his infantry. He's taken some hits from some crossbow bolts from his infantry, so I guess he's deciding just to push forward and take the fight right to Portugal.
I don't know if Portugal was doing that on purpose, but he might have thought, I don't have the skirmish advantage here. I'm just going to try to take out as many infantry as I can with my archers. But I don't know.
But he's hitting them. I mean, he's nailing them right now as we speak. The chivalric knights are getting hit pretty hard. Looks like we've got a little bit of movement here by Portugal. He's moving up his line in response. Love the colors on the Portuguese knights.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see.
He's moving his cav and infantry as one here. It's going to be interesting what he does.
I wonder if they'll just take a straight charge and smack the infantry, or if they'll break and kind of go off to the sides, or
I don't know.
We'll just keep them in reserve.
I think he's playing
that's
some
always
mind
good
games.
play. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
He's got us guessing.
Yeah. He does have some spear militia too. As cheap as a unit it is, it could be that much of a difference in the cav battle.
Yep, and there's definitely a bit of a disparity between casualty numbers here. 5% for Spain and 1% for Portugal. So Portugal is definitely taking the kills. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. I think his formation with his archers is really well played here. He's got them stretched out.
Yeah, he's definitely in a good position, and it's a good play with Portugal, kind of keeping his infantry and his horses out of reach of those crossbows because, you know, Spain over here keeps getting hit by stray shots. So now I guess now he's pulling back. He's seeing he's losing way too many
Yeah, look
shots
at
to those
this. He has
crossbows. But look at all
lost
those bodies.
at least
Ooh.
20 plus, maybe more.
Oh, easily more. I mean, 7% of his army's dead versus a 2% from Portugal. So that's quite a difference, especially in the skirmish phase.
If I was Spain, I would start to get aggressive here. If you can't just sit here. I mean, his archers might pull out the skirmish fight since they, out of sheer numbers here.
Yeah, they just might. I think at this point it is better for him to pull back. And so if he was to charge, I mean, he would take more casualties on top of it, and Portugal would just sit there and just soak up the kills, you know.
Right.
So
I don't know. Spain might be doing something sneaky here with his cav. I don't know if he's gonna try to charge into those archers.
looks like he might. Looks like he's kind of interested in kind of getting rid of those guys as quickly as possible. Should be the smart move by him.
But I think that's smart play by Portugal, though. Having his cav up near his infantry, he can easily respond to any kind of cav attack like that really quickly.
Absolutely. He also has a hidden spear militia unit mixed in with them, so
Right.
I mean, it's gonna hurt either way. This is definitely a bit different pace than the last two battles. More of a skirmishing here.
Yeah, definitely taking their time.
This is more of what I expected from the tournament. A bit slower pace, with it all sort of culminating to a big giant brawl in the end. So hopefully we'll get that. %, 3% difference at the moment. Still looks like Portugal's just pulling away with the casualty rate here. So
Spain is in a bad spot right now. He really needs to, I think, needs to get creative with his cav here. He needs to create a lot of casualties with his cav.
Definitely, his cav are, if out of anything here, they're going to be the decisive factor in this battle if he wants to win.
Right. It looks like his crossbowmen for Portugal, though, is well upgraded.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, these guys are taking hits well. Obviously, they have the armor upgrades like crazy, and they probably have attack upgrades as well. I guess that accounts for the lesser number.
Right. They're doing really well for themselves.
Quality versus quantity seeming to pay off for Portugal.
Yeah. Exactly. So now it's 4% for Spain. 10%.
10% still. He's still holding at that 6% casualty difference there. So
yeah,
I mean that's definitely a significant part of this battle here that he needs to find a way to fix Spain. So.
Oh,
and it's a... Oh, looks like we got movement here.
Yeah.
We got movement. It's alive. The game is alive.
I zoomed in on Portugal. As soon as I did, I heard the men, calling out the orders here. So finally the infantry is moving up. And Spain is moving his cav. His left wing here. Scoob is moving up his cav. I don't
Oh
know.
wow, he's really pushing. I think he's seeing the difference. It's 11% versus 5%, still that 6%. So he's feeling comfortable. So he's going to start moving into position, and Portugal's going to take the fight straight to Spain.
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of
Oh
rushing in
wow,
here.
he's going right in with a conquistador. He's going to smack those Pavi's crossbowmen. It looks like, and Spain is kind of slow to respond here. They're about to get. Oh nope, he pulls off. Interesting, interesting. He could
Well
have
done.
easily hit the chivalric knights though, but I guess he didn't want to get cornered by those chivalric knights from Spain. So
And it looked like Shub was going in on that attack here, but he pulled off because he saw the little trap here. If he went in with those cav, he would have just been surrounded by Portugal's cav.
conquistadors. Oh, they're about to hit. He's about to clash with the dismounted conquistadors, and they're hitting him.
Oh, look at this.
Looks like he didn't really mean to do that actually, because they didn't put down their lances. Yeah, he meant to go around them, but he still hit them pretty hard actually. So we've got a cab battle here. Oh, this is really taking off here.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. It went from, you know, almost nothing to chaos. And Portugal is making good movements here on the right wing, surrounding Spain. And Portugal is pushing in the infantry.
Wow, this is an interesting cav fight over here on Spain's right side. He looks like he's about to surround this chivalric knight unit. Oh wow, this is gonna hurt.
Spain does have an advantage of cav over here, so I think he will win this.
Yeah, I think he will too. But that was great positioning by Portugal, even though he had lesser cav numbers. But no, I mean they're cleaning up. They're cleaning up pretty well. But yeah, Spain might just overwhelm them with the actual numbers. Portugal holding strong, slicing and dicing away at these poor pike militia units who are totally out of formation. And we've got the Aventuros behind Portugal. He's got him set up so his men are protected.
Right.
And cab battle over here. It's actually looking pretty good for Spain. I mean, even though Portugal is hitting his cab really hard, he definitely has better positioning, I'd say.
Definitely, definitely. It is pretty even on this cab battle right here.
Yeah. Oh, he might actually take this. He's got the he's got the spear militia. He's going to hit those cab really hard, but Spain does have dismounted conquistadors who are easily going to slice up spear militia.
And here comes
Hammer and Anvil. Yeah, you see that?
Yes.
Great hit by Portugal.
Yeah.
Great play.
Very interesting cab fights here lately. You know,
they're all over
the
they're
place.
kind of like they're both looking to surround each other, which is really interesting. Usually, one player tends to dominate that, because one player is focusing on another part of the battle, but they're both sort of trying to surround one another. So this is good play by both.
Right. Generally, you see cab battles fight and then end, and then you see the winning cab fight. But he's they fight a little bit. They're running away. They're helping their infantry. It's really interesting to watch and well played by both players.
And it looks like Portugal's won from his perspective on the right flank with the cab. And it looks like Spain's going to peel off and actually hit the swordsman militia from the rear on the right flank of Portugal.
I don't think it's enough, though.
Don't think it's... Oh, he's going to hit him again. Another unit hitting the crossbowman. Nice play by Portugal.
That's a rout.
That is a rout, indeed.
It's looking kind of grim for Spain right here.
I mean, it's a 20% difference at the moment with casualties, so this is not good for Spain, not at all. And in Portugal's infantry is just dominating here. I mean, they're absolutely tearing up. But yes, you can see the armor difference between the dismounted conquistadors and Spain's dismounted. He's got way more upgrades on these dismounted conquistadors, so... It's like we've got Spain trying to hit these dismounted feudal knights from the rear. He's trying to do some rear charges, and he's also pushing in his dismounted chivalric knights. Actually going for the Pavi's crossbowman as well. Smart move here.
It looks like Spain's center here, and the infantry is holding strong.
They are. That's definitely true. They're not wanting to be pushed out this easily.
No. And we have a cab battle here behind the infantry line. It's pretty even.
Ooh. Spain going for a rear charge on the right flank of Portugal, and ow, that hurts. But I don't think it's enough. It's not that large of a cab unit, but still nice play. Good use of small units by Spain here. Portugal still duking it out behind Spain. with the cab over here. And it looks like, I mean, they're still fighting over on the left flank of Portugal. And it looks like Portugal has actually won that cab battle on the flank. However, it looks like Spain actually kept a unit of 23 chivalric knights, which he's trying to rear charge. Great play by trying to keep his army alive here.
Definitely. Well, they both managed their cab pretty decently here, and
Yeah,
it looks
absolutely.
like Gigi might pull out of the victory here.
Absolutely, and this is definitely good. Still a good play by Spain, just trying to hold on to every last unit, but he was just outmatched here in this round.
It was a good fight. Definitely a good fight here.
Definitely a good fight.
So I'm curious. You know, are they gonna go Spain? Portugal again?
Yeah, I know. I'd love to see them just, go crazy and, play Mongols versus, Timurids or something ridiculous like that. But I'd love to see that. Here we go. We got another charge from Spain, just trying to keep this game alive. I like that. Not wanting to give up.
Fighting to the last breath.
But yeah, he did a great job, even though he was being slaughtered in a lot of the aspects. He did a great job of actually keeping his cav units alive.
Definitely. Some really, crazy maneuvers of the cav, and they would leave the battle, fight the infantry, come back to the fight, the cav fight.
Yeah, great micro on both sides. I mean, you've seen by both of them. I mean, you had some cav hitting from the rear while the other side was hitting the other rear. It was just kind of crazy. You don't see that too often. Usually one player just, completely dominating on the cav fight, but Spain, just trying to keep his units alive. It looks like his last units here are going to be slaughtered, and Spain's just kind of trying to round up any
I think he's regrouping here.
Definitely trying to get some revenge and kill those Pavi's crossbowmen who put a mean dent in his army, that's for sure.
Definitely. But I think this pretty much wraps it up. His army is tired, the morale is gone. There is no hope for Spain at this point. So what does Spain need to do? What does he need to do to win the next battle? What is he gonna do?
He needs to not get his army shot up early in the match. That's definitely the biggest mistake. Everything else was actually really good by Spain. His cab movement was great. His trying to keep his units alive was really good. I mean, I was surprised with his cab how long he held on to him.
Definitely.
Portugal was just very aggressive, had great micro, great tactics. I mean, both of them were played a great late game. It's just Spain or Portugal had the numbers and had the tactics. So
I mean, we could tell right at the start that Portugal had the advantage.
Yeah. I mean, 6%. That makes an early game. That's a significant difference, and you need your army to expect your infantry has to be intact before you go into a fight.
Right.
Spain here does not want to give up. This is funny.
Yeah. He's going after these Pavi's crossbowmen.
I suppose we could admit defeat.
Yeah, probably.
The enemy warlord flees before our warriors. Attack and drive his men. Our warlord runs from the battle like a little girl. We are better off without him.
I love how.
Yeah. Little girl.
I think Spain at this point is just trying to get, some kills so it doesn't.
Yeah, too bad it's not
bad.
scored. Yeah, too bad it's not scored.
Yeah,
So.
if it was scored res, I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference. I mean, Portugal still would have won,
Right.
regardless.
And I think he finally caught up to those Spanish knights here.
Yep, and they're just brawling at this point.
Right.
And definitely conquistadors have the better end of this fight.
Yes. Conquistador is very quick, they're just a perfect cav unit.
Yeah, you can't get much better than conquistadors. They have extremely great morale. They're fast, even though they're heavily armored. They're they're excellent attackers. I mean, I can't think of one area where they suffer. They're just a perfect unit.
Right. And
Last
finally,
stand here.
yeah.
3 men, 2.
And last little charge here by Spain. Oh, Shub having
Some
network
issues.
problems. But that's alright, Shub did lose the battle, so if he does disconnect.
It doesn't matter, gigiasha has won.
Yeah.
Great play by him.
Right.
Great play by both, but in the end, Portugal has become victorious in this classic rivalry here.
Right. And Gig calling GG. And I think that's going to wrap it up here.
Indeed, indeed. Not that this wasn't wrapped up a while ago,
Yeah,
but
right.
last charge here by dismounted feudal knights.
Here we go. What a bloody fight.
Bloody fight indeed. I mean, he even held on to these Pavi's crossbow, pretty surprising.
We have fought and we have won.
But he's definitely
Alright. So now it's Giga, or
gigiasha.
Gigadasha. He is now 1-0 against Shub. And if he wins the next round, he will move on to the next round. If he wins the next game, he'll move on to the next round.
Yeah.